Hello, Tubies. I'm sure by now you've seen the title of this video and you're like, what the fuck is he gonna bitch about now? What is he gonna bitch about? Might as well sit here and watch him bitch. Don't bitch. Don't do it. Don't ever do it. Don't. Don't complain. Don't ask questions. Don't worry. Because you're gonna get bitch slapped. Really fucking hard. Really fucking hard. And before anybody's like, oh, we're really glad to see that you're back and that you no, there is none of that. Because I have not figured shit out. I am not back. I am in limbo. And I am confused as fucking hell. In the last video I did on this topic of what is going on with my craft, the biggest issue I was having is, am I even a witch? And I had some haters, some dumb bitches, that decided that I was not a witch. I was a lot of things, but I was not a witch. I was a fake, I was a fraud, I was a phony, I was a pretender, I was misleading people, I was miseducating people, I should learn how to read a book, I should shut the fuck up and get off of YouTube, I should X, Y, and Z, whatever. You don't see those comments because I catch them, and I'm like, delete, block. Like, you know I respond to every comment, so like I'm always on the YouTubians. And being like, who the fuck is commenting, what the fuck they saying? There were a lot of really positive comments, a couple blog posts that came out of this, and some advice. It is still a question of if I am a witch. At all. And it confuses me because I've only been doing this for 11 years and I've never worked with the things that I've been working with in the last couple of years, because most of that time, or a portion of that time, while I was trying to figure out what path I was supposed to go down, I was a Wiccan. But I broke so many fucking rules. I know the Miss Beautiful Amber Honeyraven had commented on one of my videos, and I don't remember the exact comment precisely, but I will get my iPad and we will go through that comment because I think it spoke to me. So the Miss Beautiful Amber Honeyraven commented on my Healing Love Incense. This is more like it. I hated you seeing so spun out the other day, and it looks like you answered your own question as to, am I even a witch? Or how do I get back to witching? Because here you are doing it. And I just wanted to preface that with, me making an incense doesn't feel like me witching. It never does. Even though obviously it is, it feels, if you've ever smoked in your life and you've ever rolled your own cigarettes, it just feels like you're going through the motions, like you're just doing what you're supposed to be doing. One of the reasons that I made that Healing Love Incense is because prior to making that video, I was laying in bed at night watching The Blue Witch. And she was cursing somebody or breaking somebody up. I can't remember which specifically, but she was doing something. And I sat the fuck up. Like just whoop. And it started as a sinking feeling. And usually when there's a sinking feeling inside of me, some bitch somewhere is doing some shit to me. Because I'm a controversial, lot of words, kind of person. I say what I want, I do what I want, and I don't give no fucks. The only fucks I give is to make sure that there's a little green dollar sign on my video. If there's no green dollar sign, then fuck that video. But anyway, so I was watching the Blue Witch, and I had the sinking feeling. And at first, I was going to contact the lovely Luna Walks Alone and be like, oh my god, someone's doing magic against me. I don't have any magic. Help me. Like, I literally was going through this feeling of I have no magic. Because I had to do a money spell to get paid, and we'll get into that in a minute, but I had to do a money spell to get paid, and it didn't work. I couldn't feel the energy. I couldn't feel anything. I couldn't do anything. And I don't want to mislead you into thinking that I'm back and that everything is fine and I can do witchcraft and I can burn your house down magically, of course. But it's still, it's interesting. So anyways, I'm watching this episode and I sit straight up. And my head is full of all of these voices. And you would probably think I'm schizophrenic by saying that. If you were a therapist watching this, you'd be like, you're depressed, suicidal, schizophrenic, insane, pathological, sociopathic, psychotic. I'm 7 things. It's like the 7 deadly sins. But it was weird because it was like, you bitch and you complain and here you go. Be careful what you wish for. And we'll get into that part as well, but I can't go too far into it because there's a lot of new things. But I think a lot of you were right when you're like, your path is evolving. And it is evolving. It's just, it's evolving in a way that I don't understand. And I don't know, I can't say too much about it because the things that are coming into play are very, very new and require a lot of research and a lot of time and dedication and communing with and so on and so forth. But at the same time, it doesn't feel empty anymore, but it's weird. It's very weird. It's like if you quit smoking for 10 years, don't ever tell me to quit nicotine, because I saw somebody today quit nicotine. Like, they were like, yeah, I'm done with vaping. And I'm like, the fuck? You were the saltiest person I've ever met. Anyways, so it's like if you quit smoking for 10 years and then you pick it back up and you're like, you're right back where you left off. It still tastes the same. It still gives you that nice nicotine-y, head rushy kind of feeling, but it feels, you now have those associations of it feels gross to smoke. I smell, I taste, everything is, but with magic, it's like, they left. They fucking left. It was quiet. It was silent. I was confused. It's like, where the fuck did you all go? The point is it just, when the Saints decided that they didn't really want to participate, it made the Psalms aspect of things more difficult. Not saying it was impossible to do, it just took a lot more work. And that's fine. But then the spirits went super quiet because at this before the Saints decided that they were like peacing out, I was getting more involved with the spirits again, because the Saints and the spirits and me, we had this weird relationship where it's one or the other. It's not both. It's one or the other. And I would go back and forth like a boomerang. And I think that's part of why the Saints decided that it was time for them to move on, is because they could see that my true place was with the spirits. And I'm not talking the spirits of the dead or a particular spirit. I'm talking the spirits. They could be dead. They could be of the land. They could be of the mountains. They could be of the air. They could be of my cat's shit. They're the spirits, okay? The spirits. And for me, magic isn't me thinking up a spell and being like, how am I going to burn this bitch's house down? Or how am I going to bring in money? Or how am I going to find love? Or how am I going to do X, Y, or Z? It's the spirits that are like, yo, bitch, we need you to do this, and you need to mix A, B, and C together and make an incense and then put it on a candle with this coconut oil, and then you need to light it, and you need to say X, Y, and Z over it, and by the way, we would like you to show this on YouTube for educational purposes, or we would like you not to, because if you do, we will fuck up your video, and then we will fuck shit up. This isn't... It's not like I just sit here and I'm like, how am I gonna burn Amber Honeyraven's house to the ground today? It's not like that. It's not like that at all. Like, a lot of people probably think they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this healing spell because my grandma's sick. It's the spirits. It took me a fucking year to figure that out, because I was always like, I always thought that I came up with the best spells. A lemon breakup spell, or kick out the crackhead neighbors, or put a curse on the guy who threatened me, or fucking deal with stupid skanks on the internet who think they're better than me, or just X, Y, or Z. And it's like, this isn't, it's not entirely me, because I put in my own rage and anger into my best curses, but it's also the spirits that are like, you need to use X, Y, or Z, you need to do this, you need to put this energy in, you need to call on this saint, or this demon, or this whatever, you need to do this in order for the spell to work. It hits you like a ton of fucking bricks, and you want to be mad, and you want to be angry, and you want to be like, where the fuck were you? And why is this happening now? And it feels like it's rushed. It feels like it's happening too fast. It feels like those deities that come to you, those deities that you were told by the spirits at fucking 12 o'clock at night to reach out to and talk to, it feels like everything is rushed. It feels like nothing feels organic. It feels like now is the time. You've bitched and you've complained, and now is the time that we fucking unleash hell onto you, because you wanted this. You fucking wanted this. You asked for this. You begged for this. You cried for this. You screamed for this. You pretty much split your wrists for this, except not literally. It's like a head fuck. It's like 1 minute, oh, you're leaving, and now I don't know what to do with my life, and my life is over, and is my YouTube career, not even a career, but is my YouTube thing over? Was this all fake? Was I misleading people? Was I, oh, now it's all back? And it feels like it's rushed. I was gonna say fake, but I don't know. It's so much at once that it's overwhelming, and you want to take the moment to breathe, but you can't, because you asked for this. You bitched and complained, and you asked for this. So when she says that I was doing the witchy stuff, making this incense, it didn't feel witchy when I was making it, because it felt like I was going through the motions. I was trying to find my way back by tapping into anything, and maybe yes, I was doing witchy stuff, but it didn't feel witchy. It felt forced. Is this how it is for everybody else? Like, do their spirits, do their deities literally be like, yo, bitch, make me this incense. I need it now. And then you can smell it and pretty much taste it? Like, is that a thing? Or is that just me? And if that's just me, is that even a thing at all in the occult? Or am I just literally going insane? Like, I'm beginning to think that I'm literally going insane, and I think I have roses for that incense too. I think I do. I know I have cinnamon and some nutmeg. This is an interesting incense already. And I have frankincense. Excellent. I have all the ingredients. The point is like, it literally feels like I'm not in control. And as a Virgo, that's very difficult to accept, because I want to be in control of everything. I want to plan the rituals. I want to plan the spells. I want to make sure that what we're doing or why I'm doing it is justified. I don't want to burn somebody's house down because the spirits are like, this person looked at you sideways. Obviously, they've never given me something like that where it's like, oh, this bitch looked at you sideways, burn her house down. There's always a reason for it that usually gets told to me right before I do the spell. It's like, we're doing this because of X, Y, and Z. And it makes sense. But it's that control factor of having all that information up front that confuses the fuck out of me, and I really want to make this incense now. Yeah. This video was a rant and a ramble. I don't know if any of it made sense, so I hope that it did. All I can really say is that I'm going on some sort of track. There are deities involved and spirits, and it all feels very rushed and very new and very like, we need to get going right now, come on, let's go, move, 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 move. And I'm just still sitting there being like, can I have a second to process this? Like, I'm really fucking confused. Like, I thought all of this would take months and years and decades and centuries, and even by the time I was dead, I would never have an answer. It's new. And it's terrifying, and fear is irrational. I'm the rational lion here, okay? I'm the fucking rational lion on this golden brick road made of showers. I put a Wizard of Oz joke in there and a sex joke. I'm getting good.